Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor Latricia Booker here with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered, where we heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power, and that is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are. We are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for all the likes, subscribe, shares. Thank you for all your comments and feedback, for all your financial contributions to my channel, and for all the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. It is very much appreciated. Thank you, Kingdom people. Thank you so very much. So, Kingdom people, I am on location, and you already know what I'm here to do. I am here to drop this beat, this word, this message. And if you don't know now, you know. So, Kingdom people, I am the chain breaker, and you too are chain breakers too, Kingdom people. Are y'all ready to break some chains? Let's go. So, check it, Kingdom people. Check it, check it, check it. You are a trendsetter. That's right, Kingdom people. You are trendsetters. You know, I was just contemplating on, this whole thing of how them ones, y'all know them ones that try to stop us, block us, do all that stuff. But at the same time, many of them imitate us. They want to be like us. They watch us. They stalk us. They watch our every move. They try to do what they see us doing. As much as they say they can't stand us, as much as they say we are horrible people, as much as they have a whole lot of whatever to say about us, Kingdom people, they literally be wanting to be us, or be like us, want to have our gifts, our anointing, whatever. Kingdom people, it occurred to me just upon reflection, like, you are a trendsetter. You set trends, Kingdom people. What do trendsetters, am I saying trendsetters? We babysitting trends, Kingdom people. But what do trendsetters do? They set the tone. They set the stage. People follow the trend. People buy into whatever the trend is. So, Kingdom people, you are a trendsetter. First of all, look at all these people that want to be like you. Look at all these imitators. That's why they say, I'm hearing why they say imitation is flattery. Because you're a trendsetter. So the very fact people are imitating you, wanting to be like you, is because, Kingdom people, you are so unique, so special. You don't follow the crowd. You don't fall into the herd. You're not trying to fit in, even though you may camouflage. And what I mean by that is, you know how to move the way you need to move. You look like an ordinary person, even though you look a little different and you got a little brighter light, a lot brighter light, I just heard. Even though you have these attributes about yourself, and you can look like an ordinary person and can camouflage and somewhat, fit into the society somewhat. The thing is, the reason why you really are not good at doing that, the reason why you're not good at camouflaging, is because, and you try to, let me say that. I know me, Kingdom people, I be trying to be low key. I be trying to be low key and chill. I don't tell many people like that are around in my vicinity, places I live. I don't tell people much about me. I don't tell them about what I do. I just try to go about my business, doing what I do. Yeah, I mean, I might say the minimal stuff that I do, and depending on who it is. And the reason being, Kingdom people, because you already know you can't tell people your real stuff. especially where what you're working towards, or your goals, or if you're in the background working on some things that are, above and beyond the average. You have to kind of keep those things to yourself. But this is the thing, Kingdom people, no matter how low key you try to be, you still stand out. No matter how much you try to camouflage and just be chilled and just look like a normal person, a regular person, and not saying that you're not a regular person, but you get what I'm saying. You are anointed. You are God's elect. You are kingdom people, for God's sakes. So I'm just hearing your light shines brighter. So that's going to make you obvious. That's going to make you, I'm hearing evident. It's kind of like where you're going to stand out. You're going to stand out. And so, kingdom people, that's why people follow you. That's why people imitate you, should I say. Want to be like you, because you are a trendsetter. And so the definition of trendsetter is a person who leads the way in fashion or ideas. So, kingdom people, the deal is this. You have your own way of thinking. You have your own way of doing things. You have your own way of whatever you do, style, dress. You're just your own person. Again, you don't fall in line with the herd. You're not trying to be like everybody else and do what society says. You're your own self, where it is in agreement and alignment with the will of God for you. Because the truth of it is that you are who God created you to be. You're comfortable with who God created you to be. And you move in that. And that in itself makes you unique. That in itself makes you stand out. That in itself makes you a trendsetter, kingdom people. You know why? Because you're following your own lead, or you're following the lead of God. You're following your own way of thinking. You're doing you. You're not trying to do what other people tell you to do, or follow along what everybody else is doing. Now, that doesn't mean you don't participate in some things that are already going on, if it's in agreement with your spirit, if it's in alignment with who you are and your purpose, and it's something that God is leading you to do, or saying it's okay for you to do. But when it's not okay, you don't do it. When you're not feeling it, you don't do it. You are a person who will do your own thing. When a million people, it could be you and then a million people. And if a million people doing one thing and you not with it, kingdom people, you will be the one person over here doing your own thing. And I just literally heard, a million people will be looking at you and wanting to do what you do, because you are a trendsetter. And again, kingdom people, the reason why you stand out, so the reason why these people imitate you, so yes, it's because you are a trendsetter, but it's because you are obvious. Your light shines bright. You're not ordinary. You're not, well, you are ordinary. Well, you are not ordinary. You are ordinary, but you are original. You're not like everybody else. Yes, we may have some similarities. We all bleed red blood, I think. Unless you don't. But you get what I'm saying. We're all human beings, unless you not. Unless you just a meat suit. But kingdom people, we have our similarities. It's the same thing as far as being a trendsetter, because you have your own ideas that you present or just move in. That doesn't mean that we don't move in things that we know, that we learn. That, in other words, we may follow other trends where it's appropriate for us. But the thing is, you are a trendsetter too. You don't just follow trends. Not that you follow trends, but you get what I'm saying. Of course, we participate and partake in activities and things and whatever it is that have been built upon or created by someone else. I mean, we don't have any choice coming into this world. Things are already here for us. There are plenty of, I'm just hearing plenty of stores, gas stations, all kind of stuff that was created before even our existence for some things. But the point is, yes, we do go and do certain things that have already been put together for us. But you're putting together your own thing, your own idea. Remember, trendsetter is a person who leads the way in fashion or ideas. So you have your own ideas about things, and that's what you live by or follow, or what you present or share, whatever it may be. And I'm just hearing, I have to say this, it yours, because your kingdom people come straight from God. It comes straight from God. God gives you ideas. He gives you downloads. He shows you things. He directs you to things. He causes you to do certain projects or do certain businesses. Well, certain things may be something that's already going on out here. For instance, you may take on a kind of business where, there are many of them out here already, but you have your own unique thing on it. You your own person. You do it in your own way. You are a trendsetter. You are a trendsetter. And I want to say this as well. The thing is, kingdom people, because you are a trendsetter, that is why people imitate you. That is why people want to be you. See, I want to say see you. I don't know why I want to say see you. Maybe somebody want to see you, kingdom people. I don't know what that means. I hope those ain't fighting words, even though it is for some. But even in that, that's why they want to see you. Because you're a trendsetter. Here it is right here, kingdom people. Everybody can't, I want to say everybody can't be who they are. But this is something that I've learned. People say, just be yourself, just be yourself. To some people that's trying to be like you or be like others. The thing is, sometimes that is who they are. They are someone who follows someone else. They are someone who try to be like someone else because they don't have a sense of who they truly are, and or that is who they are because they haven't tapped into who God created them to be. So some people don't know who they are. So who they are at the time is just exactly what they're being. And in some cases, who they are is someone who's following the trends. And one of the trends they're following is yours, kingdom people. Why? Because you are a trendsetter. You are a trendsetter. And kingdom people, this is why you're watched. This is why you're stalked. And now I'm hearing that's not always in a bad way. Yes, them ones. But it's some good ones too that follow your trends, that watch you, that learn from you, that get ideas from you. Some people learning how to be their true selves from you setting the trend to be your true self. Some people are tapping into the truth of who they are. Some people are tapping into their life purpose. I'm hearing some people are healing. Some people are getting set free and delivered and being empowered because of you being a trendsetter, because you're doing it. You're setting the tone. You're leading the way. And what is a great leader? A great leader is someone who does it. That's how we show others the way, by doing it first. A great leader, that is, does it and shows how it's done. Not someone that's just walking around giving orders. But you can't instruct on how to do because you know how to do it. But first and foremost, you doing it or you have done it yourself. Kingdom people, you are a trendsetter. That's why. That's why it is what it is and how it is and why they do what they do. And again, it's not always a bad thing. We a trendsetter. You're going to get good and bad, just like everything in life. Some people going to like you and they going to follow your trend. Some people not going to like you and they going to follow your trend. And even those that oppose you, I'm hearing, many of them still follow your trend. Because many people that oppose you are really trying to be you. Many of them. Many. Not all, but many. So kingdom people, let's run up a couple of scriptures. I did all that talking. Luke 12:48 says, everyone to whom much was given, of him much will be required. And from him to whom they entrusted much, they will demand the more. Kingdom people, much is being given to you, much is required from you, much is demanded of you. Why, kingdom people? Because you are a trendsetter. God has given you all these gifts, all these talents, and I'm hearing ideas, downloads, abilities. You're gifted, kingdom people. You're anointed by God. You are God's elect. You are God's kingdom people. I'm hearing you're in covenant with God. He has entrusted you with so many skills. And listen, you're a trendsetter. And that's why you get a lot of the so-called flack that you get from them ones and them good ones. Them ones and them good ones. Because you get both. You get both. Because you are a trendsetter, kingdom people. You set the tone, you set the trend, you show how it's done. But you got to remember, someone showed us how it was done. They still showing us. They are trendsetters too. But kingdom people, you are trendsetters. You are one of those people that you look up to. Why? Because somebody is looking up to you. Somebody is looking to you to lead the way. You are a trendsetter, kingdom people. Yes, you are. Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. So, kingdom people, you're not conformed by the renewal, but you're not conformed by it to this world. But you're transformed by the renewing of your mind. And kingdom people, that's what makes you a trendsetter. Because you don't do what the world do. You don't conform to the world. You conform to the ways of God and whatever he's imputing in you. Which means that what you're doing doesn't look like what the world is doing. What you are doing and how you move don't look like how everyone else moves and what they're doing. So that's why all eyes end up on you. Kingdom people, you are trendsetters. And listen, it says that by testing, you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. So in you doing things God's way, because you're doing things, your mind is being renewed, you're moving on what God is showing you and what he's instructing you to do. Listen, you're discerning. You're discerning his will when you do that. And I want to say, because I keep hearing trendsetter, but you're discerning what is good, what is the will of God is what I'm trying to say. And what is good and acceptable and perfect. So you being a trendsetter because you're doing what God is leading you to do. You're able to discern what is good. What God is giving you, what he's showing you, what he's leading you to do is what is good. It is his good and acceptable will for you, for your life, because you're following God's will and his instructions and you're able to discern that. Listen, kingdom people, the world doesn't necessarily do that. Everyone does not do that. So when you're doing that, again, you're acting out of the box. You're not in the box like everybody else, around you or whatever the case may be. Because we know it's not everybody. But you know what I'm saying. Those around you, you're not like everybody else. You're not in the box, which is part of why they try to put you in that box. They try to put you in that box because you're not in that box. Why would somebody try to put you in a box? Unless you out of that box. Because you're a trendsetter, kingdom people. They can't put you in that box. They want you in that box so they can feel comfortable. Because you not in that box. You out of the box. You're a trendsetter. And see, when you're a trendsetter, you don't follow the ways of the world. You don't, and I'm speaking of it in a spiritual sense, in a godly sense, according to God's ways is how I'm speaking of it. But anybody that's a trendsetter is a trendsetter because they set the tone. They did something different. They're doing something new that wasn't done. So now it's become a trend. And so you, kingdom people, among those who you are among, are a trendsetter. You don't do things the way everybody else do it. And that's why you get, I'm hearing the extra attention. that many of you may not care to get. Not that you have a problem with it, but as I started out saying in the beginning, I try to be low key, and I believe many of you do too. You're not trying to be see me, but it's because of your uniqueness. And you may have a way about yourself, and I'm just getting again. You shine so bright. How can someone not see you? I have a thing personally where because of all the extra that come with being who I am, I try to be low key, but at the same time, I'm going to be who I am. You see what I'm saying, kingdom people? And I'm just getting in that within itself makes you a trendsetter. So, kingdom people, you are a trendsetter. You are a trendsetter. Okay? Okay. Kingdom people, I am going to let that rest right there. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Then click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video, something like this one, Kingdom people. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I presently offer, you can find all the information right down below in the description box. If you would like to support the channel, be a blessing to me and or my ministry, you can cash at me at cash.me/$L Booker and the number 1. You can also PayPal me at paypal.me/Latricia Booker. All that information is also right down below in the description box. Kingdom people, we are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really do appreciate you being here with me, spending this time here with me. You could be anywhere else, but you chose me for now, and I really do appreciate you for that. So, kingdom people, I don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now, but I will be back to hold you down. Kingdom people, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. That is my time, kingdom people. Jesus girl, she's out. Peace.